Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the PivotBoss pre-market video for Friday, December 17th, 2021. I am Frank Ochoa, aka PivotBoss. Happy Friday, everyone. Here's a look at the ES in the daily time frame. You'll notice here a big rejection at the highs yesterday. Pretty significant move to the upside. One thing we talked about was if price could not hold above 47.05, we could be looking at a pullback ahead. That rejection yesterday and this entire tail came in at the previous month's high, at the previous week's high, which I believe is that level right there, and also at the previous session's high. So three highs all rejected in one fell swoop. Price is now turned around and sold off and has come within about 4 points of the 46.20 half FOMC key level. Today's low is 24 quarter there. So again, very close to retesting that FOMC key level below. We continue to see chop as well at these highs, but we really haven't seen a pretty deep pullback to speak of, something along the lines of this. That was a 5-week pullback there. Are we going to see something bigger here where we pull back into this lower zone, perhaps work our way all the way back to the breakout point here and that recent FOMC from September? Again, that's where the breakout and rally occurred, but ever since it got that high, we've seen rejections, and we're seeing another rejection develop now. So again, in the worst case scenario here, if price cannot find a way to find acceptance through 4,700 here, we could be looking at a pullback as deep as 43.85s. All right, let's take a look here at the NQ. Now, the NQ is down about 0.9% right now. We mentioned the 16.4 level yesterday and how significant that level has been. Ever since that strong top over here in the pullback, price has not been able to find acceptance above 16.4 each and every time, seeing rotations. Yesterday's rotation was a significant failure above the previous session's high and also the previous week's high as well. That nearly led to an outside day down, and we are now at new lows for the week. So tremendous turnaround again off that 16.4. That's a significant level here. If you show a bit more data here, you'll see right here, again, uptrending market right now coming off of the upper end of this range. Big rejection at the 16.4s. Do we need some more downside here? Again, if we kind of look at the same type of level as we did in the ES, where we had the recent FOMC key level from September, that's the 15.135s. Here's the breakout point where it took it higher. Rejections ever since. Perhaps we need to come back to the 15.135s in a near term. All right, let's take a look here. Well, one last thing here. Again, inside this range, we can continue to see some chop before we really see that extended move here. At some point, when we do get that extended move, watching for signs of significant rejection could show a buying opportunity. Otherwise, we could be breaking down market structure and moving across the range even lower to the next lowest lows. All right, let's take a look here at crude oil. Now, crude did almost exactly as we expected the previous session, only it did not hit the 73 level. It did get a pullback early on as we anticipated. We mentioned that bulls want to keep 71 bid. First shot at 73 and a +2 on the day. And I believe the final closing range on the day was 187, something like that. So a pretty good range on the day. Was not able to hold those highs and pulled back, and we're back inside the range. So for the most part, what was a 5, 6, 7 day range is now turning into a much bigger range here at the moment, working on 9 days. So this is 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 yesterday. Today is adding the developing 8th. And if we go down here and quantify that on the PivotBoss Advanced ADR indicator, look at that compression right there. Just 35% of average, and that could provide a very nice expansion move up ahead. So again, watching for signs of breakout from here up ahead. That could easily lead to 10 points of movement once expansion is seen. All right, lastly, taking a look at gold futures. We finally got a strong low in gold in the previous session, very good strong low, and rallied yesterday through the top of that range. And that's what we were looking for. After this major sell-off, we had this range that developed. It chopped around the previous close. It was clearly awaiting something, and we now know that was the Fed. But we needed some sort of strong rejection low or some sort of significant pivot, and that's what this strong low gave us. So from that 1753 level and a 10-day range, we have the potential to see about 75 to 100 points of movement. Again, from the 1750 as high as 1850, which was the breakdown point here, would be 100 points. 75 would take you to about 1825. So we've already had a really good move after that rejection low, and now that we've broken through the top here, any pullback toward that top could provide a continuation toward 1825 and perhaps the 1850 level. All right, that is it for now. We'll see how this plays out heading into the rest of the session. Good luck, trade well. Happy Friday. Have a fantastic weekend. Please be sure to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the trading room. Take care.